In the highest peaks, where clouds drift like lazy sheep, lies a small village nestled amongst the green. Here, in a cozy wooden cabin, lived a bright-eyed young girl named Lina with her grandfather.
Morning has come, Lina. The birds are already singing for their breakfast.
I'm coming, Grandpa. Just finishing my drawing.
Another one of your colorful pictures. What is it this time?
It's you, Grandpa, and me. We're having a picnic on top of the big mountain. See, the sun is smiling.
HMPH, a smiling sun. Silly girl. Come now. The goats won't milk themselves, and I've made your favorite honey porridge.
Yay, honey porridge.
Life in the mountains was simple, but full of small wonders. Lina found joy in everything, from the dew-kissed spiderwebs in the morning to the chorus of crickets at dusk. Her grandfather, a man of few words and a gruff exterior, watched over her with a quiet, deep-seated love. He taught her the names of the wildflowers, how to read the clouds, and the secret paths the deer took through the forest. But lately a shadow had fallen over their peaceful life. Lina noticed her grandfather moved slower, his breath catching after climbing the small hill to their cabin. His cough echoed in the quiet evenings, a sound that tightened a knot in Lina's small chest.
Grandpa, are you okay? Your cough sounds like a grumpy bear.
I'm fine. Child, just an old man's rust. Nothing to worry about. Go on, finish your chores.
But Lina did worry. She saw the lines of pain etched around his eyes when he thought she wasn't looking. That evening, as they sat by the fire, her grandfather, lost in thought, began to tell an old story.
There's sake up on the highest, most unforgiving peak, a single flower blooms once a generation, the Starlight Bloom. Its petals glow with the light of 1,000 trapped stars. Legend says it holds a magic powerful enough to grant one heartfelt wish.
A wish? Any wish?
So the old tales go. But it's a dangerous fool's errand. The path is treacherous, guarded by fierce winds and sudden storms. It's just a story, Lina. A silly old story that...
But for Lina, it wasn't just a story. It was a spark of hope. That night, as the moon cast long shadows across her room, a plan blossomed in her heart. She would find that flower. She would wish for her grandfather to be strong and healthy again, to chase butterflies with her through the meadows, his laughter echoing instead of his coughs. Before the first hint of dawn, she packed a small bag, a piece of bread, a wedge of cheese, her grandfather's old water flask, and the drawing of their picnic. She scribbled a hasty note, her hand trembling slightly. Gone to find a surprise. Be back soon. Love, Lina. She left it on the kitchen table, took one last look at her sleeping grandfather, and slipped out into the misty morning. The journey was harder than she could have ever imagined. The gentle forest path she knew so well soon gave way to steep, rocky inclines. The familiar chirping of birds was replaced by the lonely cry of a hawk circling high above. She scrambled over moss-covered boulders, her small hands scraped and sore. A family of marmots whistled at her from their rocky perch, their twitching noses a curious audience to her quest. She stopped for a moment, catching her breath, and shared a tiny crumb of her bread with a brave little one who ventured close.
You're a long way from home too, aren't you? Don't worry. I'm on a very important mission.
A few hours later, her stomach grumbled. She found a small, clear spring bubbling from the rocks and refilled her flask, the water colder and sweeter than any she had ever tasted. She ate her bread and cheese, thinking of her grandfather. Was he awake yet? Had he found her note? A pang of guilt mixed with determination spurred her onward and upward. The air grew thinner, and the trees became sparse, gnarled figures clinging to the mountainside. The wind began to whisper, then howl, pulling at her coat. Back at the cabin, the old man woke to an unnerving silence.
Lina? Time to get up. Sleepyhead.
He found her empty bed, the covers neatly folded. Then he saw the note on the table. His heart hammered against his ribs as he read her childish scrawl. A surprise! His eyes darted to the window, towards the highest, most forbidding peak, the Starlight Bloom. Foolish, foolish girl. A fear colder than any mountain wind seized him. He grabbed his sturdy walking stick and a coil of rope, his old aches forgotten, replaced by a surge of desperate energy. He had to find her. Meanwhile, Lina pressed on, her body aching with exhaustion. The world was a swirl of grey rock and scudding clouds. Just as despair began to creep in, she saw it, tucked in a sheltered crevice, bathed in an ethereal, pulsing light, was a flower unlike any other. Its petals were the colour of twilight, and at its heart, a soft, golden glow pulsed like a tiny, sleeping star, the Starlight Bloom. A sob of relief and triumph escaped her lips.
I found it! I found it, Grandpa!
But as she reached for it, the sky, which had been growing darker all afternoon, finally broke. A torrent of rain lashed down, turning the rock face slick and treacherous. A sudden gust of wind, a monstrous, unseen hand, shoved her. She cried out as her feet slipped from under her. She slid down the slick rock, landing hard on a narrow ledge, her ankle twisting painfully beneath her. She was trapped, the chasm below a dark, gaping mouth. The rain was icy, and the beautiful flower, her only hope, was now impossibly out of reach above her. Tears streamed down her face, mixing with the cold rain.
Grandpa, I'm sorry. I'm so scared.
Lina! Lina, where are you?
Grandpa, I'm here, down here.
Through the roaring wind and rain, she saw him, a figure standing at the edge of the cliff above, his silhouette stark against the stormy sky. He had found her. With skilled hands born of a lifetime in the mountains, he secured a rope around a sturdy rock outcropping.
Hold on, Lina. I'm coming. Don't you move?
He carefully lowered himself down the slick cliff face, his old body straining with the effort. Each movement was a testament to his love, a fierce battle against the mountain's fury. Finally, his worn boots touched the ledge beside her. He didn't scold her. He just wrapped his strong arms around her small, trembling body, holding her tight.
Oh, my brave, foolish girl. You're safe now. I've got you.
He looked at her ankle, then up at the glowing flower. He saw the unshed tears in her eyes, the hope and fear warring on her little face. With a great effort, he reached up, his fingers brushing against the luminous petals of the Starlight Bloom. He plucked it from the rock. The moment he held it, the rain softened to a drizzle, and the wind quieted to a sigh, as if the mountain itself was holding its breath. He knelt before Lina, placing the magical flower in her hands.
Here, Lina, you earned it. Make your wish.
Lina looked from the flower to her grandfather's face, streaked with rain and worry. His eyes filled with a love so immense it took her breath away. She saw his soaked clothes, his heaving chest, the tremor in his hands. He had braved the storm, risked everything for her. In that moment, she understood. The most powerful magic wasn't in a flower. It was right here in his arms. She held the flower up between them, its gentle light illuminating their faces.
I wish we could always be together, Grandpa, forever and ever.
The old man's gruff facade crumbled. Tears welled in his eyes, mingling with the raindrops on his weathered cheeks. He pulled her into another hug, burying his face in her hair.
That is the best wish of all, my Lina. The very best.
As they held each other, the Starlight Bloom in Lina's hand shone with a brilliant, warm light, then slowly faded, its petals dissolving into a shower of stardust that danced around them before vanishing into the mountain air. Their wish was granted. The journey back down the mountain was slow, but they were together. The grandfather carried Lina on his back, his steps surprisingly steady. his heart lighter than it had been in years. They didn't talk much. Their shared silence filled with a newfound understanding. They learned that day that true magic isn't about curing every ailment or avoiding every storm. It's about having someone to hold you tight when the storm rages. Someone who will climb any mountain just to be by your side. Their love, like the mountains, was timeless and enduring, the greatest treasure of all. Thank you for watching. If this story warmed your heart, please give it a like and follow our channel for more tailies.